All right, y'all, we got the trailer hooked up. This can mean one of two things. Either someone broke down and we gotta go pick them up, or we're going to buy a new car. And today, we're going to buy a new car. So I might have found the replacement for the Z. This is super last minute. This was not supposed to happen today, but we went over there, looked at the car just now, everything checked out. So Eddie stayed there, he's waiting for me. I quickly flew home, grabbed my trailer. We're gonna head over there now. I think this is the replacement for the Z. All right, so we're on the way to go pick this car up, and to be honest, at this point, I was pretty set on just keeping my Z and somehow making it work. I didn't really feel like buying another car and having to restart the whole process of building a drift car when it comes to like angle kit, coilovers, hydro, whatever, the whole thing. My Z is pretty set up, and you know, it's been a very reliable car. It's just super underpowered, and I've been hating it for that reason. But there was an option to swap out the diff with something with like a higher gear ratio. That way it would be a little more fun to drive. So that was my plan. That was until this car popped up. So Eddie sent this car to me a couple days ago, and I was like, yeah, whatever, like, it's not a bad deal, it's priced fair, I guess. But I didn't really feel like going out there and checking it out and potentially buying it. Then Eddie called me today and he's like, dude, let's go at least look at this car, check it out. I was like, all right, whatever. You know what? It doesn't hurt to go look at the car. So I was coming out here just to take a look at it. I had no intentions on actually picking this car up today. And then we started talking about price. We agreed on a pretty good deal, and it was just hard to say no. So the car isn't perfect, but it's got really good bones, and it's a perfect starting point for a drift car. So here we are. We're about to pull up to his place right now. Show you guys the car. I'm pretty sure some of you guys can already guess what I'm buying. Yeah, I think this is the one. I'm pretty excited. Let's hope this is the right choice. All right, y'all, here it is. Well, I really wasn't planning on buying a car today. I got no cash. I'm doing multiple Venmo transactions. What are we doing, 1,000?
Yeah, try another 1,000. By the way, Alex decided he needs an E36 in his life. Thing's pretty met.
No, it's not letting 1,000. Let me try 500.
Well,
thank you, bro.
it's my lady's birthday, so I'm
Oh,
gonna go.
Sorry for holding you up, man. Sorry for holding you up.
No, you guys are good, bro. Enjoy the car, seriously.
All right, we'll get it loaded up before the battery dies.
Well, there she is, y'all. The windows don't open. I didn't bring any tools, my boy. The black interior, though.
Whoa.
Did he sign off on everything that?
Yeah, he did. Okay,
Cool. Yep, y'all, this is it. Can't believe I got into my first E36. It was bound to happen someday. It was long overdue. Yeah, he did have to do some pushing. If it wasn't for Eddie, this wouldn't have happened today. I can't believe I bought a car today, bro. My wife is about to be pissed when I get home. Here it is, my new to me 99 E36 M3. Like I said, I was not supposed to pick this thing up the other day, but this thing is so minty. It's been a few days now and I'm super stoked on this pickup. This thing is almost too mint to turn into a seat temp car. I'm kind of considering cleaning it up and just keeping it as a daily, but at the same time I'm super excited to have a new build and a new track car, so this is probably going to be it. But yeah, besides that, the car is pretty much 100% bone stock. I did notice a few upgrades under the hood to like the radiator hoses and whatnot, but besides that, everything else is stock. Body is pretty clean overall. It does have a few dings here and there, and for some reason the rear bumper is blue. I don't know why. It looks like they rattle can this and then this little panel right here as well, so we'll have to get that fixed up. I'm hoping to get these cracks on the bumper fixed, and then we'll spray this thing black. And then coming to the interior, this is probably the thing I'm most stoked about. So interior is absolutely mint. Door cards are fresh. It does have Vaders. They're not perfect, but they aren't ripped, so we're gonna get them cleaned up, and Eddie said I could get a pretty penny for them, so that's the plan. We'll probably sell these and get some bucket seats, but besides that, everything else is so fresh. The steering wheel looks pretty cool, but I'll still want to get a quick release. And then black dash. Headliner is super clean, no sagging, nothing like that. I'm pretty sure someone redid it. It does look like the OEM fabric, but yeah, it's too clean. Yeah, we got a brand new shift knob, shift boot. I'm super excited about the interior. I'm gonna try to keep this car full interior at all times. Maybe just get a bucket seat, throw a cage in it at some point. Quick release, and that's pretty much it for the interior. And then coming under the hood, pretty much just a bone stock S52. Yeah, the car does need some work, so it doesn't stay running right now. He said it's just a bad alternator, so he also threw in a brand new alternator. And the other thing is, it doesn't have a fifth gear. It doesn't even go into fifth, so I'm gonna probably need a new transmission. But it's pretty easy to get my hands on a ZF, so not too worried about it. David said I could already have his, so we'll get that figured out down the road. But first things first, I was gonna wash the car and go through it, but Eddie pulled up and he said we're swapping out the alternator, so we're gonna do that right now. Throw this new alternator in and hope that the car stays running. Maybe we'll get to do our first burnout in it today. All right, new alternator is in. It's looking like that was the only problem. The battery light went away. So we're gonna go out for our first rip right now. All right, well, going out for our first drive, and we're trying to find the code for the stereo, just because we want to have some tunes in here. And we found the original window sticker. That is crazy. 99 M3 coupe.
Got that Harman Kardon sound.
Yeah, we do. I saw that earlier. We got the H&K right there. Dude, this thing is specced out nice. Yeah, the window sticker was how much?
$44,615.
MSRP was $44,000.
Yeah, base retail is $39,700, so they got about $5K off.
If y'all knew the price that I paid for this thing,
we're not telling them.
Bro, I cannot believe I'm driving my own E36. This thing feels so smooth. Oh my gosh, this is about to be my new daily. Screw a drift car. Right. We didn't check the oil or anything, but we'll do our first rip right now. This thing feels solid. Oh my gosh. Fifth gear, let's see fifth gear. No fifth gear. Wait. No, it's third. Yeah, no fifth.
Wait, Trice, does it, oh, it doesn't even shift over.
It doesn't even go over to the, oh, it just did. Fifth! We got fifth! What? Bro! Oh my gosh. We literally just fixed the alternator and I was like, all right, all it needs is a transmission, and we got it in fifth. Bro, what the heck? Let me try again. Dude! What the? Something's probably just bent, huh?
I'm pretty sure the shift rod is
like
probably...
a rod or a fork or something that's just slightly bent.
That's probably one of the shift
rods. Oh my
rods.
gosh, dude. I'm freaking stoked, bro. Look, fifth. It goes in easy now. Dude, what?
Well, the car's probably just standing heck along, and then...
Dude, the guy we bought it from only had it for 2 months, and he bought it from his buddy who bought it from the original owner. So the title I got is from the original owner, so technically it's still one owner. And no one really drove this car like for the last few years, I would say. So maybe the fifth gear was just like, I don't know. Dude, that's crazy.
Anyways, my offer still stands.
No, dude.
So Alex didn't want to buy this car.
Dude.
I told him, if you're not going to buy it, I'm buying it. And then we pulled up.
All right, we're gonna
change his mind.
We'll do our first donuts over here real quick.
Oh, make sure you take ASC off.
Yeah, right here. That's off. I'm so happy, bro. This is such a good pickup. Big E36 guy. Oh my god.
By the way, this is the same guy that said he's never gonna own a BMW like 3 years ago.
If someone told me that I'm gonna have 2 M3s in my driveway like 2 years ago, I'd be like, you're crazy, bro. How the turntables.
That's what happens when you have friends that like BMWs. You start liking BMWs.
Let's go.
Something about these cars and on their stock suspension, they're so fun to drive.
Yeah, yeah.
Like stock height and everything, they're just...
I'm so tempted to just have this as a daily right now.
I mean, you will.
Like just keep the Z as like a seat time car and just have this as like a...
that ain't happening. This is gonna be a daily / seat time car.
That's crazy. Like when we were buying the car, the guy told me that it was just the alternator, and I was a little skeptical because I'm like, bro, like it's so easy to swap the alternator out. Why not just do it? And he threw in a brand new alternator, so I was a little confused, but looks like that's really what the problem was. Alright, so it's been about a month with the E36 now. I finished sanding the bumper. I took it over to Ruvim's and he did the final coat of filler right here because I had some pressure cracks, and then I gave up on it and I took it to the shop and had some amigos finish prepping this thing for me. And then my uncle knocked the paint job out super quickly, so bumper's all ready to go in the car. We got the E36 master here today to help me out. That's pretty much all that's left for this thing, is get the rear bumper on, and then I do have the emblem that I'm going to throw on. I got some measurements from Eddie's M3, so we'll get those on, and then I'm really excited to give this thing its first wash because it's extremely filthy. And then the last step is going to be the diffuser. So whoever rattle canned the whole rear end of this car also did the diffuser, and I've just been using acetone to clean it up. It's been a pain, but we're almost there. Yeah, let's get this thing on. Let's do it. Well, the E36 is pretty much 99% complete at this point. We got the front lip on, I got the rear diffuser on, and there was just a few more things that I wanted to do to the exterior, but I just didn't have time to do it in this video. One thing being the headlights, they're extremely crusty, so definitely gonna get those cleaned up pretty soon. And then the only other thing for the exterior was this rear bumper trim right here. I did order one, it just didn't come in time. Besides that, the car is pretty much 100% complete, and at this point, it's been a few months with this car and I'm honestly kind of stuck. I don't know what I want to do with this thing. I have a handful of people telling me that I should just keep it and just turn it into a drift car, and then the other handful are telling me that I should just clean it up and either keep it as a daily or get rid of it. And the longer I have this thing and the more I drive it, I honestly kind of agree. I think at this point, I'd love to keep this thing as a daily. It's just way too clean to turn into a drift car. The body does need some love. It's got some like scuffs here and there. It's got dings all around, but if you clean that up, this would be a perfect bone stock E36 M3. So let me know what you guys would do if you were in my shoes. Would you still keep this thing and turn it into a drift car, or do you clean it up and try to make a profit on it? With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know your honest thoughts on the new pickup. And like I mentioned earlier, what direction you would go in. It would definitely help me out. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. No, you're good, bro. Is it a good time? Sorry, I've been trying to call you like all week. I've just been super busy.
You're totally good.
You sure, man? You got some time to talk?
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm doing this, but it looks like we're probably gonna be buying another car. So if all of this works out, this next car is gonna be freaking sick. I guess this is a good time to say it, but if you're not subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you subscribe. You guys definitely don't wanna miss this next one.